Hey guys, I'm back with another health video. So this one I would like to talk about my experience with Clonazepam. It has not been a good experience. I will just start with that. And I'm sorry if you can hear cars passing through. I'm like right by the highway in Smithers right now. We're on a work trip, so came on for the ride to have some new perspective. So I was put on Clonazepam about 7 months-ish ago. My memory is completely shot. I don't know if it's from the disorder of functional neurological disorder, or if it's from all the meds that I've been taking for the last 7 months. It's been a lot of meds. So when I was in and out of the hospital for like a month or two, they couldn't find a medication to stabilize me from stop having seizures. I was losing weight. I couldn't eat. I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair. It was bad. And so they were like back and forth trying to like figure out what to do with me. Like, should they medevac me to a bigger hospital in a bigger city? Because everybody was super stumped. So when I was actually admitted as an inpatient there, this is kind of a sad part, and this is my take on it. They did not have enough beds, and so because I was not like the sickest person and my vitals were completely fine, even though I was having non-epileptic seizures every day, I wasn't dying yet. And so the way the hospital works is that they want to get you out, kind of stabilize you, get you out right away, and then your family doctor then looks after you from there on out. So the medication, they started with me on Ativan, and that was working quite well, but for some reason they switched me over to Clonazepam, and I was on 3 milligrams a day, and apparently that's a high dose. I actually haven't looked a whole lot into it. I've just talked to a friend that works at a rehabilitation center for addiction, and that's a pretty high dose, and we kind of talked about the weaning process. So after they found out that I did not have epilepsy, which took a while, I got sick February 16th and I think March 31st or something around there. Maybe that was when I was hospitalized. I can't remember when I went to Prince George, but it was somewhere in March that I went to PG and got confirmed that I did not have epilepsy. And so from that point on, my doctor and my psychiatrist, because my condition essentially is kind of between neurology and psychiatry, they figured out a drug called pregabalin. It's for pain, mostly like nerve pain, convulsion, anxiety, ADHD. She wanted to wean me off of Clonazepam and onto pregabalin, because Clonazepam is not long-term. Like all benzos, you know, they stop working and then you have to go on a higher dose, and they're extremely addictive. So addictive to the brain. It's not like I have like any cravings for more or anything like that. And so the weaning process probably started in April, maybe. And so the way that I weaned down was, actually, hold on, let's just go back a little bit. Let me just tell you how Clonazepam was for me. So in the beginning, I was like high on my mind for a while because it was a lot. It numbs your brain and your body. I was not myself. I was told multiple times by people that I was super different. I just was in my own little world, and I had like, I wasn't really sensitive to people. Again, I was like super numbed out, just kind of high, kind of having a good time, but not really, because I was really sick at the same time. So like my brain was out of it. I was just such a different person. Obviously I was like fatigued all the time, but I was pretty well high all the time. I was super chatty and like had no anxiety, which was awesome. Like I felt great, but I was a way different person. And then it stopped. That kind of stopped after taking it for like a month or two, that just went away. And then I would get anxiety. So if I like was off by like half an hour of taking it, because I was taking it 3 times a day, I would get super anxious and have panic attacks if I like missed taking my dose, or if I was late taking my dose. So like by the time it was like, I don't know, a month or 2 on it, I started just having anxiety overall, even on the 3 milligrams, and I was like super anxious. And so when I started the pregabalin, it helped my anxiety, and that's when I didn't start on 300 milligrams right away, but I titrated up to 300 milligrams a day. And so, okay, weaning process now. And so I started weaning, and my doctor told me to go down, so each pill is half a milligram, so I was taking 6 pills a day. He told me to cut the pill in half and take half a pill out every 2 weeks. So that is 1/4 of a milligram every 2 weeks, and my body could not handle that. So I would drop half a pill, 1/4 milligram, and I would get some good old withdrawal symptoms. I was super achy, my stomach hurt, I was having headaches, and worst of all, my seizures got like way worse, and taking got way worse. So I would like go the week of like not feeling good, and then kind of adjust the second week, and then I'd have to go down again. So by the time I got like halfway, so 1.5 milligrams of clonazepam, my seizures were really bad, and I also could not walk anymore. I was back in my wheelchair, and I was going downhill. So I can't tell you what month that was in, because I actually don't remember. Somewhere, let me think, maybe like May, I don't know, somewhere in there, somewhere in the last 7 months. And I don't want to do the math of how long it took for those weeks, but somewhere in there I had to then go back up to my beginning dose, and then come down 1/4 of a pill, which is 1/8 of a milligram. And I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, because he's like, this is just all like withdrawal symptoms. And I'm like, no, I think it's the disorder that's not doing me good. Anyways, except for like the like actual withdrawal symptoms, like aching and headaches and like feeling nasty and grumpy and like depressed and anxious, horrible feelings. And so I've been going down 1/8 of a milligram every 2 weeks, and I am now halfway again, and I was getting bad again. My seizures were horrible, like all day long. And so I was able to get in with my psychiatrist. We talked about it. And so we upped my pregabalin to 600 milligrams a day, which actually has helped significantly. And so I'm getting a little bit better. I still can't go into like stores and stuff. I've tried a little bit, but I get almost like panic attacks. And then that's kind of like the beginning. Like sometimes I'll like just sit in the car and get like really anxious. And so yes, it is a definite huge mind thing with this. But just the clonazepam in general, like I wish that they never put me on it. Like, I don't know, it's so hard to say. Like it didn't even really do a good job of stabilizing me. Yes, it did help a little bit, but I was still having seizures on a daily basis and struggling so much. And then I now have to go through this long, lengthy period. Like I'm not going to be off of it until like January. And so it kind of sucks, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I can just say like I don't recommend taking clonazepam, because a lot of the time it's not even really your choices, like what you get to take. Like your doctor just says, you know, here, this is what we're giving you, and we're taught to trust in the system and our doctors. But sometimes it like they just don't know, they're just guessing. And like I have personally felt like a guinea pig in testing like okay, that doesn't work, let's try this, and okay, well, that doesn't work, or this has worked, or whatever, blah blah blah. And just the toll that it puts on your body is so horrible and so hard. And like the chemicals, I used to always be against pharmaceuticals, but then when I got this neurological disorder, I was like, I'll take any drug in the world, all the drugs, to just be normal again and feel good and be able to go to work and walk, and like walk more than a block, and like do whatever, just but now I don't know, I'm like adjusting to a life that's like more slow and calm. But yeah, pharmaceuticals is so hard. It's so hard. I will say that my pregabalin has been good. No major side effects. I think it does cause a little bit of fatigue, but I don't take it 3 times a day anymore. I've switched it to taking 300 in the morning and 300 at night, and I don't notice anything. And the venlafaxine has been really good too. At first it caused me nausea for like the first 2 weeks, and that was really not great, but now I have no problems with it. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, just wanted to kind of put that out there. I don't know, I don't really have much experience with any other pharmaceuticals, but I can like really say that like I wouldn't want anybody to go through that. Like the withdrawal was terrible. Like I remember I've tried Zoloft and Prozac, and I can't remember which one. I took it when I was in high school, and I had a really bad process of weaning off that too, and just what it does to your brain. And even Seroquel, it's an antipsychotic. I was taking it for anxiety, and when I weaned off that, I was having weird side effects. Like, yeah, I don't even want to go into it. But yeah, as of right now, I'm in Smithers. It's nice out. It's beautiful. I'm here for a week, and just trying to keep on keeping on. I'm gonna try acupuncture here soon. I'm gonna go back to the chiropractor. I'm gonna go back to the chiropractor to get some adjustments. My neck has been hurting me because when I tick and have seizures, I have like major neck tics, and it really puts a toll on my neck. Yeah, what else? I'm thinking about maybe getting a massage. It's hard for me. When I was having really bad seizures, I didn't want to go into anywhere public because I don't like having seizures in public, and it's really stressful on me, so I just do not want to do that. But yeah, besides that, we're putting in a wood stove in our RV. That's really exciting. We ripped out part of the bathroom, but that is gonna be another video. Oh, my hand is shaking. We tried the water in the RV, hooked it up to the water. That was a little bit of a nightmare. One of our hose cracked because we didn't drain the water through the winter, and so we turned the water on, and we were like, oh, we can hear water running, and then we opened like the bottom drawers, and then there's like water just like leaking out through the drawers and shit. It was not good. So we have a cracked pipe. Not a cracked pipe, a cracked pipe. Yeah. Yeah. Besides that, thanks for watching. I hope this helps anybody with weaning off of Clonazepam. I mean, I don't think that there's much advice that I can give you except for like rest, drink a lot of water, eat like plant-based foods. It helps like cleanse your system more. It's also easier for your body to digest, so like you can focus on just detoxing. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. More health videos to come, and hopefully some RV videos. Getting ready for the winter, even though it still feels like summer with this nice sun. Bye!